Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. I hope you enjoy what I've got for you today, and please check out as you're watching this little links on screen as well for different things on my Facebook and Twitter, and of course my football channel as well. And please, all your comments are very welcome. Just let us know and push that subscribe button. Don't forget, please push the subscribe button. Make sure your notification set to public as well if you want to know when these vlogs are coming out. Push that notification button as well. So anyway, please enjoy. Got a film review today. We're going to have a look at a film called Sweet Girl. Yeah, 110 minutes long, a 15 rating. Action thriller directed by Brian Andrew Mendoza in his feature directorial debut, written by Philip Eisner and Greg Hurwitz. It stars Jason Momoa, Isabella Merced, Manuel Garcia Rulfo, Rasa Jaffrey, Justin Bartha, Lex Scott Davis, Michael Raymond James, and Amy Brenneman. Released on Netflix, yeah, so we're over to Netflix today for this one on August the 20th, 2021. Any good? Well, as at the 23rd of August 2021, 7 PM UK time, we've got the following critics reviews and public reviews. Rotten Tomatoes only got a 20% positivity rating, so only 1 in 5 thought it was okay. That's based on 36 reviews. Overall, it does get an average rating of 4.3 out of 10. That's 7 fresh reviews and 29 rotten, so not fantastic. Rotten Craig D. Lindsay from the AV Club wrote, "To be honest, the whole movie is a big clunky throwback to 90s cinema." I quite like 90s cinema. Benjamin Lee from The Guardian, "When the action mechanics kick into gear, it's yet more of the same with very little to distinguish it from the pack." But we did have a couple of freshies, and one of the freshies was Firdousa Abdi, who said, "Ultimately, Sweet Girl doesn't necessarily reinvent the wheel or anything, but it tries to have fun with its material nonetheless." And the general consensus on Rotten Tomatoes: burdened with action cliches and tripped up by a late plot twist, Sweet Girl wastes a potentially resonant story and some solid work from its well-matched leads. Yeah, I don't disagree with the end of that little critique. Metacritic, yeah, the Metacritic film's got a weighted average of 46 out of 100. So again, not so much different to Rotten Tomatoes. That's based on 16 critics, 2 positive, 11 mixed and 3 negative. So I say only 3 negative, so not a total disaster. It scores anywhere between 33 out of 100 and 70 out of 100. Variety's Nick Shager gave it 70 out of 100 and said, "Aided by Stephen Price's enthusiastic score." Yeah, I never take a lot of notice of music. I'm not a score person, or you may be. Not the sort of thing for me. I just want a good film. Mendoza's vigorous direction keeps things speeding along, and Momoa is such a charismatic presence, whether sensitively interacting with Rachel, skillfully embodied by Merced, or inventively snapping an adversary's neck, that the proceedings' lack of realism works to its advantage. So there is quite positive, but as I said, most are a bit mixed or negative. San Francisco Chronicles David Lewis only give this 50 out of 100, so bang on halfway, and he said, "To be sure, big pharma execs make for natural movie villains these days, but this story could have used a tad more subtlety, something that was in short supply here." Internet Movie Database, yeah, it's not a total disaster. It's coming out at 5.5 out of 10, so a little bit below that magical 6 out of 10 watchable, but that's based on 10,858 reviews. Of that, 6,095 people gave it 6 or more, so about 56%. So we're getting that 5.5 sort of feel again, aren't we? So that's 56% sort of positivity based on this film. So what about my thoughts? I mean, you know me and the thoughts about Netflix and Amazon anyway. I do actually subscribe to these, so if we get anything sort of watchable, I'm sort of quite happy, because obviously, as I say, I'm used to such rubbish. I mean, it's not dubbed, which is one of the criteria I like on Netflix. It's okay to turn your brain off fun. I say I do like a good story, but if it's an action thriller, I don't mind a bit of nonsensical violence. It costs me now, as I said, because I subscribe to Netflix, so it sort of gets that seal of approval on those little sort of ladders it has to climb up. But that's about it, really. I like the twist. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought the twist was quite clever. I thought it was silly. We'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, it is a little bit silly. But then again, so is the film. So I wasn't too much worried about the big plot twist, which there is a big plot twist in this. apart from that twist, it is a formulaic conspiratorial, that's it, conspiratorial action thriller. As you said, it's the pharmaceutical industry coming in for some stick, which is sort of par for the course these days. But Momoa and Merced are always very, very watchable. There's great chemistry on screen. I did enjoy watching those two, and they just about help, for me anyway, keep this film on track. I think there is a lot of criticism out there. As you can see, it's getting less than 6 out of 10, more in the half and half. So you're going to get more or less 50-50 critical of this. But yeah, I think I found it entertaining. I thought the criticism was a bit unfair, to be honest with you. It's not a massive big budget film that's just appeared at the cinema with all the hype. You know, I just it sort of snuck out, which is probably sometimes a bad sign, as we know. But snuck out on the streaming service. But I found it entertaining. I mean, those that didn't like the twist, I mean, I thought it was just clever. I thought, all right, it might be nonsensically clever twist, but I thought it was a very clever twist, and I didn't see it. It's one of those things that I'm not going to say I sat there with my eyes totally involved in the film. I might have done a couple of bits and bobs, but I just didn't see it coming. I just didn't see the twist happening. And then obviously it's one of those things that I've not watched it again, but you sometimes might want to watch again just to check up on it. But I think my main problem with this, and I think it'll always be with a lot of films these days, is that it's just too long. It's a good 30 minutes too long in my eyes. And the action, as I said, I'm not a big action fan. I don't mind a good scrap every now and then, but all the scraps do get a little bit repetitive, because it's got to fill the hour 50 minutes, if you like. Probably knock about 5 or 6 minutes off for the credits, but yeah, to fill that sort of time scale, you do get a lot of these fights and battles and scraps, etc., which do become just a wee bit repetitive. So that's my biggest gripe with this, to be honest with you. But yeah, but I have to give it my watchable rate, and I have to be nice to it. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, based on that criteria I mentioned before about Netflix and Amazon Prime films. If I see anything that perhaps if I'd been to a cinema and paid 15 quid to go and watch something like that, it probably wouldn't get anywhere near 6 out of 10. But given the circumstances, yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. But I won't go mad about it. But yeah, I think for what it is, as I said, just for a basic turn your head off film, I don't think it was that bad. If you get to watch it, let me know what you think, or if you've already watched it and you totally, as I say, it's all opinions. I can understand some of the criticism, but I think they're being just a wee bit over the top. And certainly for the two main stars in this, they sort of, for me anyway, certainly helped make it a bit more watchable. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're going to do this today. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again on a film and TV channel, or perhaps have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel about my team, Manchester City. Whatever it is, I only ever ask one thing of you. Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.